Hey you guys, I'm making a small video for some of you guys who've been asking how did I make my setup here, one of my blocks. Well, basically, here's my green chip production, and it's not ramped up yet, but you'll see. So I made these blocks, and I'm making these blocks wherever I can, since they're very easy to handle. So for instance, this is my green chip production, but elsewhere I have plastic, and I've posted that on the subreddit as well. You can see here, this is my plastic production. And what I want to do every time I make one of these is end in one full saturated belt of whatever, whether it be plastic or solid fuel or rockets or I don't know, whatever. So I would make a small test section in my home area near my storage to experiment basically, and to see whether I can make a full saturated belt of whatever. So for instance, what I did with my train unloading, I did that here. I'm just gonna make a small section of train that I think my rail will look like, and hook up whatever I need to hook up to have some inputs and some outputs. So here's my output section. It's just basically taking everything off the belt and dumping it into my local storage. And yeah, just try it out with stuff and see if it's compact, right? So in this case, it's not a very good example, since, well, I only provided two of the trains or the cargo wagons with products. But you can see if you want to make, well, green science. Let me get some belts and 500. Is it here yet? 500. I have enough. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry. There it is. Right. So, space. Here we are. I want some. I want to exit, and I have. So I have incoming some iron and some copper, and I want to make green chips. So we know that for iron and copper, you need, or the green chips, you need iron plates and copper cables. So iron plates is a raw resources, and copper is not. And you can make like this setup where you have two feeding into one, or three feeding into two, when you're early setup. But since we have the beacons and the production modules in the late game, we don't really need that. So what we can do is make a copper, make a green, and do this. Or how it turned out, this. And you say, hey, that's not balanced. Well, no, it's not yet. We need to make this and surround it with beacons, and then in the end we will get 1/2 belt of green chips. Oh. So this is basically how I do it. I need some, and I want to keep it compact too, right? So if you have something like this, and this research, not yet. So I need something shorter. Wait, how did I make this? Alright, I did this. So So this is my constraint. I only have that space. Because I want to be able to touch my assembly machines basically. So I have one here, and I have an underground going from here to here. And that will pick up my copper. Right? Cool. So if you put iron on this one and copper on this one, then that will get here. Eventually, anyways. So it's just a matter of getting enough supplies on these belts, on these, well, input belts if you want, and being able to balance them properly on the output belt. That's the whole trick. So you wanna make sure you have a section where you can tinker around and try some stuff out. So what I try to do is this. And this will generally only really work in like free mode, or like the mode where you have like infinite resources, or in a large base where you have enough stuff to spare anyway. So like this, copy it around, it will get some iron plates, that's great. They will be dropped here, they will feed into this small section. Alright, alright. See? It's getting iron. Oh, it needs copper belts, or copper. Well, let's give it some copper. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Copper. Copper. Cool. So we'll get some copper, we'll get some iron plates, and then we'll make green signs, or green chips rather. And I'll just copy one of these sections, like this, and I will just place them next to it. And I don't really care for like compactness early on, because I can always try and make it compact later. But I want to see how many beacons, how many assembly machines do I need for one saturated belt, and usually it will take about 4 or 5 iterations before you have a design where you will be like, oh yeah, I can make that work. So if you can see here, this is not a full belt, but it's, I don't know, maybe half, not even half, like a quarter. So I'll need to double this, and then we'll be able to see, is this enough? And probably the answer will be no, not yet. And that's because I don't have my beacon set up yet. So I'll beacon this up, make more. I will do it on the other side as well. Alright, like this. Doop, doop. Copy, paste. But hey, this is a full belt. Well, yeah, if you back it up, but as you can see, this is not backed up. So we want to continue along and keep emptying this belt. Well, we have something for that, don't we? Like this, and like that. Just like that. We have a way to get rid of our green chips. Cool. So just like that. This is how I do my stuff. Make one section, feed it in with some stuff from your factory. Test if it can handle the throughput. As you can still see, there's still little gaps in here. but you know, fill it up with beacons, make it more compact, try stuff out, and then eventually you will get, well, almost saturated line. Right? So this is how I make it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 assembly machines that can output green chips. Well, let's compare this to the section I have up north, the one I posted. Right. So let's see. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is basically the same design as I just make here, but this is way bigger, right? Because I just plopped it down and like, yeah, I'm just gonna see whatever, and later on I can like make more compact, more better. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you you learned something from this. I have no idea if you have something that you can learn from me anyway, but well, yeah, that's it. So I'll just close my stream and see you later. Goodbye.